Hello everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. I'm back today with another episode in the Peacock Journal series. It's very nearly finished now, you'd be pleased to know. It is getting a little bit of an alligator mouth, so we're going to have to be careful now what we put in it from now on. So I've done a couple of bits off camera just to save some time. So I've decorated up the bingo covered little notebooks with some die cuts and a label, and I've also decorated these pockets with a bit of ribbon, some bling down here and butterfly, and I've done the same on the back. So here we have the butterfly, the bling, the ribbon, and here's the other notebook. So I think those will be very useful. Right, now in here we have got, so I've been in and stuck a few things down like pockets. Still got to decorate those. I may do all that off camera, I'll see. So we've got 3 of these different style little pockets pieces in the journal, and they all need a little label, a tag rather, to go in them. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to put that to one side, and today I've got out all these ready-made tags which I made with my tag punch. I think we only need 9, so we've got 9 to do. So let's see how far we get. We may start off doing let's start off with 4, and then if we have time we can make some more. We start off with 4. They're all going to be in a similar theme. I'm going to keep them simple. So what I thought I'd do today is I would stamp on them to make a change. We will do some stamping and stenciling, and we're going to use this bit of scrap paper to do the stenciling. Okay, so I have got out, I can't find my small block anywhere. I do not know what I've done with it, and I'm just incredulous as to know where a small block could disappear to. So we're going to have to use my medium one. So I've only got a small, medium and a large, and I'm going to use the doily stencil that we've used on a couple of pages in the journal. So we'll start with 1, and I'm going to stencil over them. So I'm just trying to think where to put the stencil to get maximum kind of coverage. Okay, so I think there. So I've got my brush. This is my green and blue brush. So we're using the pine needles, and we're also using chipped sapphire. So we'll do 2 in each. So we'll do chipped sapphire first. So I hope you can see me okay. I've had to adjust the camera again. Wasn't happy with the way it was looking before. Oh, that's come out really, really lovely. Actually, I don't know if I'll be stamping anything on top of that, but we'll see. So I really like the effect of that stencil on this. So let's do this one. I don't know why I always have the ink pad to my left when I'm right-handed. I make things awkward. So there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? I think it is. Okay, so we rub off some of that. There's not much on it. And we're now going to do the green ones in the pine needle. Actually, sometimes when I use pieces of paper like this and I do some stenciling and it comes off onto it, I quite like to cut that piece of paper out and use it. It's kind of like an art piece. There's interesting stuff on the back. So there we have that one in the pine needle. And we will do this one now. We'll do that side of the stencil. Again, I automatically put it to my left. And there we have it. So I was able to use my punch for my little tags, and I've automatically tagged them, cut them out of cards. We don't need to back those. So while we're here, we'll just quickly stencil the others. So let's do another two in, let's do 3 more in green. So it doesn't take a minute, does it? I hope you're all well. It's Saturday today. Saturday morning. I've been up early, got the washing on, pottered around the house, did a bit of, you know, a few chores that need doing, and it's very overcast here. It rained in the night, so it's a miserable sort of looking day. It's not cold though, it's actually quite mild. That one away, and do the last 2 in the blue. Yeah, so let's see, we'll have that in the middle of that one, I think. Here I go, to the left, to the left. Right. Okay, that's great. So my daughter Rachel had to go to Birmingham yesterday for a phlebotomy course. She wants to add to her kind of repertoire. She's not a nurse, she's just, you know, she's not even an HCA, but she's, I don't know what her exact title is, but she works for the NHS, going to different GP surgeries in their area, and she will be using her phlebotomy to go out and see the elderly in their home, the housebound, so she'll be able to do their blood. So she does medication reviews amongst other things, and audits and that sort of thing. I think she's enjoying it, but I was really worried about her going to Birmingham yesterday. You know, I don't know why. I just spend time worrying all the time. Right, okay. So we've got these. Now, my plan was to layer up these, not with paper, but with a stencil. Not with a stencil, with a stencil. Oh, I can't think straight. And also with a stamp. Now that is peacock feathers in a bow, a little bunch. And I'm going to do them in the black. Now I'm hoping this is not going to completely ruin this. As I say, I'm having to use my great big block. So I'm planning to put them in there. I don't have a stamping pad. Oh, actually, I really like that. So I don't know if you can see that. So you've got the pine needle stamp in the background, stencil rather, and then the peacock feather stamp. So that's quite nice. I wonder what it would look like. Say if I used on the blue, if I used the pine needle, just get a wipe. And wipe this stamp. Like so. Let's just put the lid on that for a minute. What about, I just had a eureka moment. I might be, I mean, my mum would be horrified, because I told you my late mother, God bless her, was quite superstitious. I don't know if I've mentioned this. I think I have. And she would say, blue and green should never be seen without a colour in between. It's an old-fashioned saying, so it's superstition again. Now, I'm actually going to stamp green on top of this blue. So let's see. What did I do with my piece of paper? Does anyone know? Over here, I'll have to put this down. I don't want to make a mess. I just want to see what the green would look like on top of the blue. So here goes. Let's have a look and see. Give it a press down. Oh, now, what do you think of that? So we've got chipped sapphire blue stencil and pine needle green stamp. I think that's nice. So I'm going to do another one in that, on the blue. Sorry, Mum. Well, the colour in between, if I was really superstitious, the colour in between we could say is the cream card. So that I like a lot. Different. And I am going to ink round them, I think. Okay, so we'll take a different stamp now off of this pack here. And we will use this feather, I think. So let me give that a wipe. Look at my hands. So I just want to get that. Yeah, I'd like a stamping platform actually. I've seen Tanya at Tatty Treasure use hers and I really do like it. So we've got the green one. So now put the lid on this one. Yes, Tanya, so it's all your fault. Now I want a stamping platform. So I actually might look for one on the Facebook Marketplace second hand, because now the only thing with this feather is I've punched holes, well the punch punches holes in these. It's a little bit tall, so I think we're going to have it to one side like that. Press down on it, and there we have it. It didn't quite press down fully, but that's okay. I don't mind that, but it does look good, I think. So we want a green one because we're stamping with blue. Yes, I have to remember now. And here's the blue. So let's make sure it's completely loaded up. And going to do that side, I think. Try and press all over it. It's only small, so I can press simultaneously. That's better. Look at that. I like it. Right, so we've got all of those. So we'll do one more in blue, I think. We could do this in whatever colour you wanted. Well, I like this idea of layering up stamps and stencils. I wonder if it's, well, it's not my idea, I don't think. I dare say it's been done before. I just haven't seen it done before. So that's, we've got 3 left now. We've got the blue, 2 blues and a green. Let's do one more blue on green. We'll do it that way round. Much easier if I had a small block, to be honest. That's not quite caught the top. Now, whenever I've tried to go back over these, it's not always a good idea. She says as she's going to try. Just that top, that's better. Well, that worked fine there. Right. So I'm going to, let's give that a wipe. We'd do one in black, I think, and one in green, and have a selection, because they are going into 3 pockets on each. Each piece has got three tucks or pockets in. We may not use all of them. We might think of something else to use instead. We can build up a stash with these because these colours go with anything. So there's that one. So we said we'd do one black. Actually, I might do one brown. I wonder what my brown sepia, I think it's called, my VersaFine vintage sepia. Let's see what that would look like. And we'll have it going that way. Oh, that's unusual. Not sure if I like that, but that's different anyway. Let's give that a wipe now before we put it away. Okay, so that's those, right? And I think we're going to, where's my dobber? Going to edge round the blue ones with the blue. Just a light ink round them, like so. So blue. So I'll just put you on pause while I do this. Hi, right, that didn't take a minute. I'm back. Okay, so I've inked around them all and I'm going to stick on to each one, just on the front, one of these little reinforcers that I made with my reinforcer tab punch. And I'm just going to put it on the front like that. Okay. So you can use any old scraps of card, you know, scrapbooking paper that you've got left over to do these with. Little punch doesn't cost much. Very, very handy, as is the little tag punch, because you can make 3 different size tags. And they have these lovely rounded tops. And to be quite honest, when I get a digital kit and they have these type of tags on them, I do struggle, I have to say, with cutting them out accurately. I also struggle with cutting out the tabs, you know, for the journal cards that come in the digital kits. For some reason I have a terrible time. I wonder if they do a tab punch. Might add that to my list. I'm ever hopeful, aren't I? The list is getting longer and longer. I'm ever hopeful that the person who picks me out for Secret Santa will just get some things off that list. Okay, so that's those, and then I've done some, got 5 greens here and we've got 4 blues, so let's quickly put these on. You can but hope, can't you? Dream that one day you'll have things you want. I don't really need them. I mean, I want them, but want and need are 2 different things, I think. Like I said, I'm not going to buy loads of great big pieces of equipment just because other people have got them. You know, for me, this is my way of relaxing, and it currently is not a business as such. I know there are ladies and gents who are making it their income and business, and you know, have the Etsy shops and all of that. Yeah, luckily enough I've got a job at the moment, so you know, when I retire I might think differently, considering how paltry the government retirement pension is. Right, so that's those. Okay, now we want some toppers. So I have not got really a suitable green. I've got, this is lovely eyelash trim from Julie at Camellia Craft Designs. I will link her shop below. And so I think for the green ones we're going to use probably this lovely ivory coloured sparkly sparkly one. It's very, I find it very fiddly though to thread through because there's so many strands on it. Probably just me. I am a bit clumsy really with things. Okay, that one's gone through nicely. Oh, that's pretty, I like that. So we will snip them off at the end. I try not to cut too much off because for me this is precious stuff. But if you cut them too short like this one, I'm probably going to struggle now to get this threaded through, to part the way of the strands. Yeah, so we've nearly finished this Peacock Journal now, and we just got a few bits to finish off. So I think maybe, I don't want to say how many episodes I think are left, because I could say, oh, 1 or 2 or whatever, and then be completely wrong. So, you know, I keep looking through it, but as I say, it's getting a bit chunky now, and I don't want it to get too chunky. I haven't put the closure eyelets in. Now that's not doubled. Yeah, so let's try again. It's fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. I'm sure you don't want to watch me fiddling about with these, so I'm just going to pause the camera and do them. Okay, I'm back. I've done all of these and I haven't trimmed them yet though, so we'll just quickly trim them a bit. So my husband's just come up and made me a cup of tea, so he brought that up, and I said to him, what do you think of these? He thought they were lovely. I mean, I don't know if he's just saying that to be kind, but I'm just wondering, do they need anything else, do you think, on them? See, the thing is, I can't make them too bulky, because then, you know, they're not going to help the alligator mouth, are they? So I don't know. I think that's it. I think simple sometimes is good, you know. There. Okay, so that's it. So I am going to call that a video, and I'll just show you where they're going to go. So let's just get this back. So the first page that has one of those in is this one here, and what we could do is take blue and pop them in like that. So I think that would be rather nice, because they are directional pockets as well. Some are here, they can't be too chunky, they're just right, and that's how they will look. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again soon. So take care, everyone. Happy crafting. Bye bye.